The most essential design modifications Apple's upcoming smartphones will appear as more facts regarding the iPhone 17 family become available. Longtime Apple leaker Sonny Dickson has exclusive images showcasing the design of the iPhone 17, iPhone 17 Air, iPhone 17 Pro, and iPhone 17 Pro Max. Apple is slated to debut the range in early September 2025, but many of the new features are apparent right now. Dickson's photographs apparently represent machined blanks provided to accessory companies before a phone's debut. These allow cases, holders, and other accessories to be designed around the exact dimensions of the device and the individual buttons. Although they won't reflect any software upgrades, they present a clear evidence of Apple's changing iPhone philosophy. Including the capture button released last year, all four types employ the same physical buttons. Beside the power and volume buttons is the configurable action button. Among the gadgets on display, we can plainly see the new iPhone 17 Air. But these blanks clearly reveal the outrageously enormous camera bar supposed to support the optics, while still trying for the fashionably small size. The design of each model corroborates the different leaks we've been hearing over the previous few months. The iPhone 17 essentially keeps the same design of the iPhone 16 with two vertically stacked camera lenses in a pill-shaped camera hump. Its dimensions, carved into the fake, are 149.62mm in height, 71.46 in width, and 7.96mm in thickness. The iPhone 17 Air stands out with its ultra-slim shape, sticking with its name. It measures around 156.18mm in height, 74.71mm in width, and 5.65mm in thickness, making it the thinnest model in the collection. The design comprises a single-lens camera positioned in a runway strip camera bump that also holds the flash and microphone. This compact profile may appeal to those seeking a lightweight alternative. The iPhone 17 Pro takes the runway strip camera bump to a new level, extending the camera bump of the iPhone 16 Pro all the way across the back of the device. The triple-lens camera is located in a triangular arrangement on the left side, while the flash, microphone, and LiDAR have been transferred to the right side of the camera bump. The specifications are 149.63mm in height, 71.44 in width, and 8.75mm in thickness. The iPhone 17 Pro Max, previously reported to be named the iPhone 17 Ultra, features the same design as the iPhone 17 Pro but scaled up for a larger display. It measures 163.04mm in height, 77.59mm in width, and 8.75mm in thickness. Bloomberg's Mark Gurman confirmed as much in Sunday's Power On newsletter. Apple explored contemplating expanding the iPhone 17 Air up to 6.9 inches. He continued, but pulled the plug on that over fears that a thin device with a giant screen would be susceptible to bending. The iPhone 17 Air is likely to pull various design elements from the iPhone 16 Pro phones, he added, including thinner bezels, a dynamic island cutout, and a camera control button. Dickson's mock images seem to back up these statements, showing off a cutout for the camera control button and a slightly changed dynamic island, with the front-facing camera on the left side of the pill. Interestingly, the iPhone 17 and iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max keep the camera's typical placement on the right side, as it's done since the iPhone 14 Pro. Only the iPhone 17 Air is the odd duck out. Of course, all of this should be taken with a grain of salt for now. We'll have to wait until September to learn more about Apple's next round of iPhones. This fall's iPhone lineup already seems like it will break the norm by offering an iPhone 17 Air. But would 2025 be the year of the iPhone 17 Ultra as well? A new research shows that it's on the cards. Well, 2025 has saw a significant name change in only the preceding few weeks, when what was intended to be the iPhone SE instead turned out to be something altogether different, the iPhone 16e. So, as Mark Rumors points out, another name change may be in future. You may remember reading reports that Apple flirted with the idea of introducing a super high-end Ultra model that would either replace its Pro Max device or sit above it in Apple's smartphone hierarchy. These rumors occurred throughout the pre-launch iPhone 15 and iPhone 16 rumor cycles, but ultimately came to nothing. Now, however, the rumor is back. The report says, citing the Korean news aggregator account Use 1122 on the Naver blog, To be clear, if we see the iPhone 17 Ultra, I absolutely don't believe it will be another phone that rests above the iPhone 17 Pro Max. That would indicate 5 new iPhones, and that's just too much, I'd say. Instead, it would be a rebranding of the iPhone 17 Pro Max as part of a recognition that it wasn't just a bigger version of the iPhone 17 Pro. This aligns with the iPhone 16A naming policy. Apple with so many design and component modifications made in the 16E that labeling it SE 4th generation looks impossible in retrospect. So, what would this mean? Theoretically, September would bring 4 new iPhones as usual, but they would be named iPhone 17, iPhone 17 Air, or some other sobriquet denoting thinness, iPhone 17 Pro, and iPhone 17 Ultra. I like it, but I'd underline that it can only happen if it's the beginning of a trend. If there's an Ultra, it needs to deliver major upgrades from the Pro, more than merely a better camera, battery capacity, or price tag. Next, with corporations like Apple changing its flagship phones every 12 months, the annual differences may sometimes feel a little disappointing. But for those still employing older gear, the advantages are a lot more evident. The iPhone 15 Pro Max will be 2 years old when the iPhone 17 Pro Max comes in September, and we're expecting a decent set of advancements. Here are the 7 greatest upgrades that have so far been tipped. The iPhone 15 Pro Max looks approximately the same as its predecessor, which in turn looks a lot like the current iPhone 16 Pro Max. That's all ready to change with the iPhone 17 family. The next iPhones are gaining a new look, with the camera block supposedly planned to span across the back of the device, rather than having a raised block on the left-hand side. Dynamic Island is also planned to become smaller, offering you more screen area to play with on the new model. While the iPhone 15 Pro Max utilizes the A17 Pro, this year's Pro versions will feature the A19 Pro chipset. While this is no longer projected to be built using the 2nm technology, production will utilize improved version of TSMC's 3nm process, giving increases to both performance and energy efficiency. While performance gains are generally only around the 20% range between generations, the 2-year difference between phones indicates we're ideally looking at 40%. A big improvement, in other words. Reportedly, Apple has been experimenting on vapor chamber cooling since 2021, and the technology could finally be ready for showtime with the iPhone 17 Pro series. A vapor chamber utilizes liquid to cool down chips and prevent them from overheating, which in turn lessens the demand for performance drops via throttling. In short, your phone should operate better with intensive use, without slowdown. The basic iPhone 16 devices got an upgrade to an iPhone 15 Pro Max matching 8GB RAM this year, to better cope with Apple Intelligence. It appears that the iPhone 17 Pro Max will reclaim the edge in 2025, with both Jeff Pugh and Ming-Chi Kuo forecasting the handset to receive Apple upgrade to 1GB RAM. That should not just bring the new phones a general performance lift, but be especially useful for Apple Intelligence. Perhaps the major rumored upgrade for the iPhone 16 Pro Max is an update to the telephoto lens. According to reports, the new Pro models will have their 12-megapixel zoom lenses enhanced to 48 megapixels for more detailed long-range shots. The same sources suggest that the front-facing selfie camera will also be raised. The 12 megapixels true depth camera has been in existence since the iPhone 11 Pro, but will supposedly be replaced by a 24 megapixel sensor. Add in the 48 megapixels ultra-wide camera debuted with the iPhone 16 Pro Max, an upgrade above the 12 megapixels version on the 15 Pro Max, and you've got a very substantial set of advances for photographers. That's not the only projected hardware change tied to photography, of course. Last year's iPhones included a camera control button on the side, so we'd assume it to be kept for the iPhone 17 Pro Max. The capacitive button allows you to capture easily missable moments more promptly for posterity. A single click begins the camera, while a second push allows you snap a shot. A longer press, meanwhile, launches a video recording, and you can also change magnification, exposure, and depth of focus by sliding your finger over the button. Relatively low charging speeds have long been a bugbear for iPhone users, but the iPhone 17 Pro Max is finally promised to improve things a little. According to the investment business GF Securities, all models are anticipated to include 35-watt cable charging, which is a boost over the 20-watt speeds available currently, even if it's relatively inadequate compared to the 100-watt speed offered by the OnePlus 13. However, it may not genuinely be that much of an improvement. Even being officially claimed as being capped at 20 watt, the iPhone 13 Pro Max was demonstrated capable of hitting 27 watt speeds back in 2021. While iPhone 16 Pro Max users may have not that much to be thrilled about, those stuck on the previous generation might enjoy lots of perks by upgrading. Not only will they see 2 generations of speed boost, but they'll have extra RAM, 3 upgraded camera lenses, the camera capture button, and a whole new look. We still got 6 months until the iPhone 17 series launches, so there's plenty of time for more advancements to be unveiled. But even with just the above, it seems like the iPhone 17 Pro Max will be an exceedingly tempting choice for iPhone 15 Pro Max users. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more tech news and updates. Goodbye.